Yeah.
For everybody that don't know, JP came to our very first VBS, and he liked it so well, and all the kids liked him so much, every year he shows up. No matter what we're doing or where we're at, JP shows up for VBS.
JP, are you ready to climb Faith Mountain this year?
Hi, Kaylee.
You got your clothes on, but you forgot your hiking boots.
Kaylee, come back
Oh
here.
my goodness. Come on, hon. JP forgot his hiking boots. Do y'all have your hiking boots on? I don't either. But I think we can still climb it, don't you? Well, who else going to see JP this year? See you, Lynn.
There's her. He's just
That's JP's cousin he gave him that.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming to VBS. We have a lot of people here that hasn't got to come in previous years, and some that's been faithful to come every year, and I thank each and every one of you all for that. So glad Samuel's with us, because he was so little last time, him and Kelly, but they're going to have a blast this year. But we don't only have JP as a visitor. We also have another visitor, but before the visitor comes, Pastor Rick, will you just go ahead and pray? Kids, click on your lips and ears, and let's see what Sarah has to say.
Isaac, son, I wish you would please pick up your clothes and go around. Will I ever get him trained? What's a mother to do? But you know, don't tell me. I really don't mind picking up after him, because he's a gift from God. You can tell I'm well in age. I'm well past childbearing years and raising kids. But God gave us a gift, and that was Isaac. Yeah. I was 90 and Abraham was 100. And we had a son named Isaac. And he was a gift. Whenever I didn't have the women would ridicule me and all that, but that was okay, because then God gave us a promise. God appeared to Abraham and me, and he said we were going to have a son. And I thought, yeah, okay. Now remember, I'm 90. Lord, how can this be? And but he told Abraham and I was going to have this son. So in the time come, God said he would come and visit, and we would have our son. Well, when I heard it, I also laughed a little bit. And because when you see that you're old and going to have a son, it may strike you a little funny. It didn't. In this son, he's not just a son, he's a special son. He's going to be the son of promise. So he promised through Isaac that he would be the first of millions of descendants. And with that, he told Abraham, I'll make you a great nation. But this couldn't happen without the son. So anyway, God's promise came to pass, and we had Isaac. And oh, there was such laughter. We were so blessed. And Isaac means laughter. But one day, there was another visit. Pardon me if I get emotional about this part, but it's hard. to take Isaac, our only son, and go sacrifice him. Sacrifice means to kill him. I'm glad God didn't tell me to do that, because I don't know if I could have followed through. But Abraham trusted and believed and figured, well, whatever God said, he was going to do, and it was best for all of us. So one morning, Abraham took 2 servants. He saddled a donkey. He got firewood, took a knife and Isaac, and they headed out to a mountain that God told him he would show them where to go. And they went. And when they get out there, they go so far, Isaac and Abraham tells the servant, you stay here. Me and the boy are going on. And they go on up to the mountain that God had shown them. There he built an altar. He put the wood down to sacrifice Isaac, because God told him to do this. And Abraham had more faith than any man I knew. So he did it. He goes up there, he builds this altar. He binds Isaac. He lays Isaac on it. Oh, one part I forgot was on the way up, Isaac had asked his dad. He says, we've got the wood, but where's the sacrificial lamb? And Abraham, in faith, he told him, he says, son, God himself will provide the sacrifice. Well, so back to the part where he's got the altar built, fires on the wood's laid out there. Now imagine this is your only son. It wouldn't matter if you had more, but still, you had just the one son. And you laid him out. Abraham reaches out, he takes the knife. He's up and he's ready to kill Isaac. And he hears a voice. And the voice says, stop, Abraham, stop. And Abraham heard, he stopped. And God said, let him know, I know that you love me and you hold nothing between us. And at that time, Abraham looked around, there was a ram caught in the thicket with its horns. God did provide the sacrifice for Abraham. And he let Isaac off the altar, and they came back. But it shows the faith, the trust, and the obedience that Abraham had. You know, we go through hard, do exactly what we're supposed to do. But obedience to God is always the right thing. So, our memory verse, like I say, Carmen, I get emotional. But God created me this way. Okay. Our verse is Romans 4:20-21. And if you can see it and read it with me. He staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving God the glory, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was able to also perform. See, God is able at all times. Miss Amanda, is there any questions you'd like to ask Sarah? And I'll tell you what, you may have an adventure here, but let me tell you, it is an extreme adventure to travel with the Lord, and it's great. Amen.
Amen.
Very good, and I'm so glad she came by. I think she done such a good job. Didn't she? Give her another hand clap. At this time, we're going to dismiss and go to our classes. Baby, if there's any little bitty babies here, to age 3, we'll go right back here with Miss Tasha and Miss Wilma. And then right over here with Miss Sue, right back here, we're going to have ages 4 and 5. And then ages 6 to 9 will be going upstairs with Miss Joyce and Miss Betty. And, well, with Sue, Gino, and Joe. We don't want to leave nobody out. And then, like I said, ages